Hey guys, Dr. Happy here. You saw the title. Yes, I am ranking every single video game I've ever played in my entire life. This ranges from consoles that I played when I was like 2 to everything, okay, everything. Except for mobile games, because I could not find all of them. I will try to give my full opinion on each game, ranking everything according to how it stood against what it was against at its time, and also how it holds up today. I had to cut about 25 or so games from the list because I just didn't remember anything about them whatsoever. So, here we are. The list. Cool. Alright, so the way this list is gonna work, we're gonna have SS, S, A, B, C, and D. SS will be like my top 10 favorite games ever, that kind of thing. And D will just be like, I hated it. Let's get started with We Play. I played this a few years ago, I'd say. I think I was like 10 the first time I played We Play. It's fun for a little bit, you know, like you play it for 2 hours, you know. I think ping pong was my favorite. I also really like the fishing one. I have a really specific and kind of weird memory. Back when I mainly played on older consoles before I knew the internet was like a thing, I would play the fishing minigame on Wii Play, and my mom would make me egg sandwiches. It was always great. My mom makes great egg sandwiches. Love you, Mom. Alright, so Wii Play. I feel like for its competition on the Wii, like what it was up against, I'd say it's like a B, honestly. I think it's pretty safe to put Wii Play in B. I liked it. It's fun. We're trying to be objective here. Got to put F. We need an F tier. Wouldn't be a tier list without F tier. Minecraft. Specifically, Minecraft Legacy Edition. This is the one I played for like, I think 6 years on the Xbox 360 before finally upgrading to like Bedrock on the Xbox One. This game it's great, okay? Like, it's obviously not as good as, like, newer Minecraft, but I don't think I have more memories with any version of Minecraft than this one. This game holds a very special place in my heart, and although it may not be as good, per se, as all the newer games, I'd still say this game has probably had the most impact any game has ever had on me in my entire life. So, while still trying to be at least kind of objective here, I'm gonna put it in S tier. Pikmin 3. Oh no, I'm realizing just how many games I have to rank here. This is gonna take so long. Alright, Pikmin 3. Pikmin 3, when I played it, I was kind of bad at games. Like, I was bad. So, I wasn't really able to enjoy this one that much. But I did like all the exploration, you know, going around picking up fruits and stuff and, like, warping it into your little onion thing. Like, I've heard from so many people that this game is great and really fun, and probably one of the best games Nintendo's ever put out. So, combining my experience with what people have said about it, oh no, this is my list, I can do whatever I want. B tier. I didn't like it when I played it, okay? I'm not gonna replay every game I've ever played for this video, okay? Why would I do that? Okay, Fall Guys. Fall Guys, I liked this game a lot when it first came out. It was really fun. It was pretty new for its time, you know? This was post Battle Royale craze, but it was also pre one specific game that I'm sure you guys can think of. This game it's fun. However, in its current state, it's not that good. It was fun for a while, and then it got old really, really fast. So I think I'm gonna have to put Fall Guys in C tier. I might move it up later. We'll see. Aim Lab. Aim Lab is F tier. Look, if you need an aim trainer to get better at aiming in your first-person shooter video game, you're just bad, okay? You don't need aim training to be good at games, all right? I played this for like, I think 2 hours because I was playing Fortnite or something, and I was like, oh, I need better aim. This was back when I cared about Fortnite. But yeah, you don't need an aim trainer to get good at aim. Just play the game, okay? It's not fun. Aim Lab's not fun either. Portal 1. This game is honestly really. I don't think it's as good as Portal 2 though, which I think is that's a pretty general fair consensus with this one. It laid the groundwork for Portal as a series, and then it let 2 really build on that and take off. It tells a pretty interesting story, but it's kind of short, honestly. Like, I was really surprised with how short Portal 1 is. I think it's like 6 hours long. It might have taken me like 3 or 4 hours to beat it for the first time. However, still a really fun game. Highly recommend if you have some time on your hands. Put that one in A tier. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Now, like I said, SS tier. Now, I don't have that much experience in Zelda. Like, I played Ocarina of Time, played Majora's Mask for 20 minutes, failed the hide-and-seek minigame, and then gave up. Yeah, I love this game. I think Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is the best Zelda game. Anyone who thinks otherwise, you just have rose-tinted glasses, okay? Get out of the past, old man, alright? The future is now. This is the best Zelda game. It is the most fun, best exploration. Like, it's just so much. It takes the Zelda series and puts a whole new spin on it. It's great. It's a lot of fun. Combat is pretty in-depth. I mean, like, at first, you're kind of learning new mechanics and stuff, but, like, after a while, you know, you realize, oh, it's just dodge and... I'm not really making a good case for it here. Highly recommend. If you enjoy playing games at all, or like having fun, period, play this game. You will love it. Super Smash Bros. Melee. This is one of the games that I've really been playing actively lately, especially with like Slippy and stuff. I love Melee. I think Melee is a ton of fun, and if you're looking for a really in-depth competitive game, then you want to get into it. However, I think as a Smash game, outside of competitive Melee, this game, alright. You know, it's not that good of a game, but the competitive aspect of it is what makes it fun and really good. But without that, I think Melee is just, as a game, and also just as what I think of it, I think I'm gonna keep it in A tier. Like, I love playing Melee. I think Melee is super fun, but it also gets dragged down a lot because of just how little there is in reality. So, yeah, I think it's a pretty fair one. Bloons Tower Defense Battles 2. A friend actually recommended me this game, got me into it, and I realized pretty early on, wow, there's like nothing to do in this game. I think this game is going to be our first D tier. It's like a okay, I need to explain the game a little bit. But it's Bloons Tower Defense, which I'm sure you've all seen and maybe even played. But it's like multiplayer. You have to like 1 versus 1 and like send balloons to the other players and stuff. This game has like no meat on its bone. It's just the ranked mode. Like, that's all people care about. It's also super sweaty of a game. Like, you would not expect a game about monkeys throwing darts at balloons to be super sweaty. But it takes what's good about Bloons and just kind of makes it not good by adding the super competitive aspect of it. Wii Sports, the original Wii Sports. Now, I love Wii Sports. I have a lot of great memories with this game, but I think it's B tier. Definitely, I do think this game is B tier. Wait, actually, Wii Play, C tier. Yeah, Wii Sports, you know, the original 5 games, you know, you had baseball, you had tennis, you had bowling, you had boxing, you had golf. They're really fun, you know, they're really fun. Every Wii Sports game after it at either those games and made them better, or just scrapped them because they weren't that good in the first place. Like, boxing on Wii Sports, kinda bad. It's not that good. It's really not. Mainly consisted of, you know, other than like baseball. I think that was the one exclusive game that it had on. Great precedent for what the Wii Sports series will look like, but I think this isn't where it peaked at all. You know, the games came after it that were much better. Oh, and how fitting, Wii Sports Resort, easy A tier. I think Wii Sports Resort is a ton of fun. This game, yeah, I'm putting it over Portal. Yeah, how about that one? I have a lot of fond memories playing this game with family and stuff. It's really great. The flyover thing with like the plane, you like control it with the Wiimote. That was really fun. I loved that. That was super cool. That was probably the best part of the game. And the intro where you like skydive onto the island, like that's how you got there or whatever. The sports are pretty good too, like the sword fighting one. Basketball is pretty fun on that game. It's pretty responsive too, actually. Wii Sports Resort, of course, you know, just the Wii Motion Plus. Yeah, not a bad game at all. Definitely easy A tier for me. Scribblenauts Unlimited, D tier. This game, it was cool at first, okay? Like, I was like 8 when I played this, but I still remember. I played it in like 20 minutes. It was like, you know, this is cool and be really creative. And then after like the first couple worlds or whatever, it just falls off. It just loses all of its like charm and spark and stuff, and I just didn't like it. Like, I just didn't like it past that point, you know? It just got really tedious. I love its emphasis on creativity. That's pretty cool, but it's just not that good. Super Mario 64. I'll be honest, I have not played that much Super Mario 64. I've heard people be like, this is the best Mario game ever created. This is the peak of Nintendo or whatever. I disagree. I think this game is great, and it would go somewhere like, yeah, right there. It's a great game. It's really fun. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think it's where Mario peaked. The controls do feel a little bad. if you're like coming from newer Mario games, but yeah, I do think I want to give this one an A tier. It was definitely very revolutionary for its time and super creative, but compared to what I have played today, I just didn't enjoy it as much as some of the other newer 3D Mario games. Versus Excite Bike.
This is a certified hood classic.
It's mainly just fun to play with my sister. That's the only fun I've had with this game. But and plus it does get repetitive after a little bit. So I B tier. I would not say I would put it above these though. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2,
yeah.
the original one, the original Modern Warfare 2. I think this game is a lot of fun. Pretty much where Call of Duty peaked. Okay, I hate pretty much every single Call of Duty game, but I had some fun with this one. So I'd put it right about there. Yeah. Pilot Wings. It's Pilot Wings. I don't know. It's fun for like 20 minutes. C tier. Open Season on the PlayStation 2, the video game. This is a video game and a half right here, dude. I don't remember much from this one. In fact, I'm actually gonna have to look up gameplay. Anyways, back when I played it then, it was really fun, you know? So, yeah, I'd say this one is a pretty easy B tier. Splatoon 2. Well, I think it's fitting that I put this one in B tier. I personally didn't have as much fun with it as I did with Splatoon 1. Like, the games kind of merged together in my brain. This is the one that I played the least. It's alright, you know, it's Splatoon. You can't really go wrong with Splatoon. Super Mario Kart. This game, like the original one on the SNES, this game has aged so badly. I tried playing this the other day for the just see remember what it was like. It was so bad, dude. Like, I wanted to like it, you know, I wanted to enjoy it. And people are gonna probably be like, you don't get it, you're not hip enough, you're too new gen video games. No, this game is just not good, okay? Get your head out of the gutter. D tier. NCAA Football 2009 All Play. Yes, this was a video game and I own it. In fact, hold on. See, like, I guarantee you didn't even know this was a thing. An exclusive Wii college football experience. Yeah, and it had like motion controls and stuff. It was like motion control football. And it wasn't that good. Oh, and you wanna know what? It gets even better. I have 2 of them. Yeah. Come back when you have more NCAA Football 2009 All Plays than me. Then we'll talk video games. But yeah, it was like C tier. I played it with my dad or something, and it was fun for like 20 minutes. Okay, Halo 3. I think this is where Halo peaked. I'm just gonna put it in A tier right away. I have a lot of great memories playing this one with my friends. Like I remember these 2 friends, you know, they loved sports and stuff. I didn't really care, you know, I just wanted to play video games. They brought their copy of Halo 3 because like I'd wanted to play it for so long. And then I remember I was actually standing right there. I was like crying because they wouldn't play Halo 3 with me. Yeah. And when we did eventually play, it was of course it was a ton of fun. Loved it. So yeah, A tier. Luigi's Mansion 3. I think, okay, S tier. Probably one of my favorite games on the Switch. I think it's visually, it's gorgeous. And if you remember a while back, I made a community post saying working on a Halloween video, which I never finished. This was actually what the video was gonna be on. It was gonna be on me talking about the game and like what I thought about it and stuff. Of course, the gameplay's really fun and like getting the ghost with that never gets old. Yeah, this is a really good game. The puzzles did confuse me. Super high recommend. If you have a Switch, definitely play it. It's only like 10 hours long. Tetris 99. It's Tetris, it's multiplayer C tier. Alright, this is probably the single most obscure game on this entire list. On the Wii. I don't even know if I can find gameplay of this. I was thinking to myself, there's probably no way. Yeah, look at this. This was on the Wii. One thing I do remember though is that the controls were like so bad. It was so unresponsive. I don't remember too much of this one other than like the you know how like most sports games like they have the career mode. Yeah, the bigs. F tier. Yeah, it was not fun because you couldn't hit the ball. Like it was terrible. Like pitching didn't work at all. Mario Party 10. Okay, this Mario Party. This is probably the worst and most repetitive Mario Party I have ever played.
Hey guys,
hook up to a lot of scary looking machines.
So yeah, D tier. The Bowser thing, you like shake the thing and be like, rah, rah, you know, that was kind of fun. But other than that, this game is really boring. It doesn't have much replayability, hardly any content. An entire thing is locked behind having a bunch of amiibo. Yeah, not good. D tier. Stardew Valley. This is A tier for me. I really liked when I played Stardew Valley. It was a lot of fun. I think I didn't play it that much. I think I have like 20 hours or so. It's a really creative game, and I can definitely see why so many people love it. You know, like there's a lot to do, you know, you can grow your crops, you make the wine, you sell it, bigger farm, fishing, you know. I really recommend it if you really like relaxing games. Like if you like Animal Crossing, you will like Stardew Valley. It's the Stanley Parable, specifically the Ultra Deluxe version. I think this is one of the most creative games I've ever played. It is hilarious too.
I don't remember this ending. I don't remember this. Gauge your perception. Gauge your reality.
I don't want to spoil anything because this game is just so clever and genius, and it takes all the tropes in video games and parodies them, you know? It's like, it's the video game. You will enjoy this game. If you don't like reading or expository dialogue, you may not like this one, but play it anyway. Lego Marvel Superheroes. The main thing I remember doing in this one was terrorizing my sister with Iron Man. Just blast her with the entire energy of the sun or something. As in the rest of the game, I mean, it's a Lego game, you know? You can't go wrong with a Lego game. I put it like high B tier. It's, you know, not bad. Oh, and right here we have another Lego game. The better Lego game. I'd have to put it just over the other one. I actually collected all the characters in this game, and I was so happy when I did that. I was like, yes, yes! I'm good at video games, finally! I have all the characters in the Lego movie, the video game. I don't remember too much from this one, other than that the puzzles were pretty fun. So, yeah, B tier. Donkey Kong Country. This is a good game. I was going in, I had high expectations, and it did not fail at all. I think my favorite part about this game is the music. I love music in general, and I think Donkey Kong Country has some of the most atmospheric and well-made music there is. It's energetic without being like... It's energetic without being goofball, stupid mode. So yeah, this is a really, really good game. And if you have a Switch and you have online, you can play it for free. It is really hard though, but you'll like it. The Escapists 2. Okay, I remember I wanted to play this game so badly when I was like 8 because I watched Dan TDM's series where he played it. I think this game is pretty fun, you know? I'd give it a solid A tier. I want to move Melee up so badly. I don't care, it's my list. I can do whatever I want. Yeah, watch this one, guys. Yeah, how about that? What was I even doing? Oh yeah, Escapist 2. I wish the rank that you get at the end of the thing just straight up wasn't there. Because this game rewards you playing its more linear things and doesn't really reward you being creative with your escapes. Because like, you could like chip away, you know, with like the plastic fork in like the prison cafeteria or whatever. It's fun, you know, it's really fun. Like there's so many options, you know, you make different weapons, you know, you can do jobs to get money, which you can use to buy contraband like duct tape or something to make a death ray. It really gets held back because it feels like it doesn't reward creativity and instead prefers if you just use the really linear options. I'd still give it a solid A tier as a game, but that one small aspect really holds it back in my eyes. Super Smash Bros. For Wii U. This is the worst Smash game to ever be released. This is the game that got me into Smash, though, as like a competitive game. I don't know. I don't know. I liked this one, you know? Like, I played Lucario and Ness. Smash 4 walked so Ultimate could really run.
Anyways, Smash 4 is going in your more this. You can tell I was getting tired when my explanations for my placements were getting viscous.
I accidentally have two NCAA 07 footballs here. Again, pretty much all the like sports football games, they were my dad's. The main thing I remember from this game is the career mode, you know, you like play career, you know, and you had to like worry about like your grades and stuff. It was really in depth for a like EA sports game, you know. Nowadays you hear EA sports and like you do this. You know, like, this is where they, like, there were so many gameplay things with the career mode. And of course, just playing against your friends, like local play, that was always really fun. So, I think since this is one of their better football games they've ever made, yeah, okay, cool. I'm satisfied with that one. I accidentally have another one there. Now, this is probably gonna be the most obscure game on this entire list. Jam Pack Winter 2002 for the PlayStation 2. I'm serious. Hold on. Look at this. I don't even know when I got this. I think it was my parents, and they got it from, like, a store, and they got it for free or something. Like, this is wild, dude. Like, they had Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4. It's just, like, demos. They had Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus, which is one of my favorite 3D platformers ever. What is SOCOM US Navy SEALs?
Плохо. Деньги уже на твоем счету.
Да, я знаю, я проверил.
I bet you haven't even heard of that game. Well, they have it, and I bet you less of you have even heard of Winter 2002 Jam Pack for the PlayStation 2. And Primal? What's Primal? I don't know. These Wild Arms 3. Why were the first two so good that they had to make a third? This is such a weird game, but it has some of my favorite games ever. Like I said, Ratchet & Clank. It's like the original Sly Cooper game. So, honestly, as weird as it is, this one is A tier in my eyes. I was debating if I should even put this on the list because it's so obscure and stupid and dumb. But like, again, this is every game I've ever played, so you know that one has to count. Geometry Dash. You're probably like, Luke, what are you talking about? I have 4,000 hours on Geometry Dash. As you can imagine, I'm kind of good at it. Oh my god! Yeah! As a game, it's kind of bad. Like, this is one of the buggiest games ever. Some of you have been watching for a while. I used to make Geometry Dash content. I used to just be GD Dr. Happy, as in Geometry Dash Dr. Happy. That used to be my whole thing. I made Geometry Dash videos. Not anymore, though. I'm cool now. And don't hate myself enough to keep doing that. So, Geometry Dash as a game, C tier. Geometry Dash as a community, S tier. That bounces out. This is the game I've probably played the most, other than Minecraft. Gary's Mod. I haven't played that much Gary's Mod. I mean, it was like really funny to be on like a server with your friends and just goof off for a while. Multiplayer, which is like the main life force of this game that I've seen, like dark RP servers, which is really funny, so that gets a boost for me. This one's gonna go in the B tier. Dude, I'm feeling, yeah, here. Unturned. Now, you guys have probably never heard of this game. This is a weird game. It's not Roblox, in case you were wondering. It's like Rust if it was really bad. This game, I had a blast playing this with like friends and stuff. You guys probably remember Crescendo, and you probably remember Coozen. Three of us would play together, and it was always pretty good fun. Without friends, this game is like an F tier, and with friends, it's like an S tier. It's D tier. This game is not good. Iron Lung. This is probably the single scariest horror game I've ever played in my entire life. Like, it's so bare bones. It's so simple. It's an hour long. But it's so ambient and so just well made. Like, it was made, I think it was like made in like a week or something crazy. But it's still really, really dang good. And I highly recommend it to anybody that wants some spooks for a little bit, you know? Super good game. Interesting gameplay. Keeps you hooked for long enough. Overwatch. D tier. This was a game that I played pretty competitively for a little bit. Like, you guys remember, I did Overwatch streams for a little bit. Overwatch is a D tier for me, and I do not think it is a very good competitive game. Just the maps aren't good. Like, a lot of the maps are just bad.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to yet another Overwatch devlog. Woo! Today, we're going to be designing our brand new map. So, let's get started. Attacker spawn AS for attacker spawn is going to be a payload map. Very cool. Anyways, then we're gonna have the payload, which is going to be one continuous choke point. Hold on, guys. CP1 for checkpoint 1. DS1 for defender spawn 1. So if they get it right here, it's just terrible. I'm sorry, amazing. Hope you guys are excited as I am for this new map. It's really going to be revolutionary to our game. I hope you all had a great day, and I've got a woman in the office that I'm going to go sexually harass. Bye-bye! In fact, I'm going to find Overwatch 2 here and put Overwatch 2 in F tier, because it took some good aspects of the game and made them worse. You shouldn't be able to do that. VR chat, another easy F tier. VR chat is like just swarmed with degenerates and losers. So do not play VR chat unless you hate yourself. Animal Crossing New Leaf. I played this one on the 3DS actually. Oh my gosh, dude. Me and my sister would like wireless local play. It's not as good as New Horizons, because New Horizons just took what made this good and made it better. So, I think Animal Crossing New Leaf is a pretty easy, worse than Stardew Valley, but better than Donkey Kong Country. There you go. Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. You're already getting a great Mario game, like Super Mario 3D World. And then on top of that, you get Bowser's Fury, which is probably the, it's such a good 3D Mario game. Like, I 100%ed it in 6 hours in one sitting because it was so fun and I love it. S tier, very easy S tier. In fact, I'd put it here. Along here, I know, but I just don't think it's up there with those games. Nintendo Switch Sports. Now, this is where what I said earlier about Wii Sports really comes in, because like I said, Wii Sports, it laid the groundwork for the Wii Sports series. Nintendo Switch Sports is a game I enjoyed quite a bit. It's not really replayable. And golf felt really unresponsive at first. It was probably just me. It took a lot to get used to that. I wish the game modes were less repetitive. Of course, I think soccer was the most fun one. But then it doesn't really feel like Wii Sports because it's not super big on the whole motion control thing. And it's just Rocket League if the cars got removed and were replaced with people. That's what this is like. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. This game is great, okay? It's better than all the other Mario Karts that I've played, okay? I haven't played Double Dash. I've heard Double Dash is great, though. And I haven't played Mario Kart 7. I'm not a real gamer, actually. Yeah, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. This game is good fun with friends. Wall-E, the video game. This is another one of those somewhat obscure ones. Actually, no, it's not. It's nowhere near as obscure as Open Season or Winter 2002 Jam Pack. But yeah, I remember this one was really hard. But the multiplayer modes, you play with your friend versus, that was fun. You'd be Eve and you have to hunt down Wall-E and shoot him. I don't remember how it worked. I'll try to find some footage of that. C tier. It goes up here. The main story, no one cares. The other stuff, that was fun. Lego Lord of the Rings. Me and my sister, we would role play as the characters and stuff. It was always really fun. And it's probably my favorite Lego game to date. So yeah, I think I'd give it yeah, sure, why not? Let's keep all the Lego games grouped up and in this order too. All right. Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus. Finally able to talk about this one after Jam Pack. I'm just gonna place it right away. Yeah, sure. Also, we need to move the Escapist 2 back a bit. Sly Cooper is a really creative game. It's a lot of fun to play. Platforming, also really cool. Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus is the original one. I have not played any of the other games. Super good. I highly recommend it if you own a console that it's on. Yeah, really good. Plants vs. Zombies. This is the original one. I just realized I think I'm missing a game. Turns out I was actually missing a few games, so I'm just gonna quick fire name off the important ones and move on. Smash Bros. Ultimate, SS, Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2, S. What just happened?
Tomodachi Life, A, and New Super Mario Bros. Wii U, B.
So yeah, right here I'd say This Plants vs. Zombies, the original, great tower defense game. Absolutely check it out. It's good fun for a while. You know, there's plenty of content. Of course, some tower defense games do get a little boring, but this one, it does a good job of keeping you hooked with content. Multiplayer stuff you can do. There's a lot of options. All right, we don't have too much left. Not that much left. All right, Super Mario Odyssey. This is a dang good 3D Mario game. This is another easy S tier for me. In fact, I think it goes up here. Worlds are nice, diverse, and colors. I'm mainly thinking about Luncheon. Look at this. This is gorgeous. This is a 3D Mario game, and this is part of it. Look how pretty it is. And like the whole game like has stuff like this. Like of course, New Donk City. I think I ran around just moving in it for like hours. Super Mario Odyssey, such a fun, good game, so memorable, so many great. Some kingdoms are better than others, obviously, but actually, top of best for me. Madagascar 3. I do not remember much from this game at all, other than that I absolutely hated it as a kid. D tier. Call of Duty Black Ops 2. This is where Call of Duty peaked. It goes in S tier. There's so much creativity, it's so much fun. This is also my sister's favorite Call of Duty game. Yeah, Call of Duty Black Ops 2 is the most fun Call of Duty game. That was when they were the most creative, you know? It's not just like war man with a gun, like every other freaking video game ever. They allowed themselves to be creative, present new ideas. Instead of just being a military shooter, they added more sci-fi elements that the newer Call of Duty games lack. This is a very easy S tier for me. It is the best Call of Duty game in the series, by far. Mario Kart Wii. This one, it's not as good as Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, unfortunately. Like, what did this have? It had Coconut Mall? I think Mario Kart Wii is a pretty easy B tier for me, compared to, like, what we have now. But when we're talking in, like, okay, you know what? Actually, like I said, I need to be fair, so I'll put it in A tier. That's just because I'm ranking things fairly here, okay? NBA 2K18. This was one of the saddest experiences I think I've ever had in gaming. Because when I was a bit younger, I really liked 2K and I thought it was super fun. And, you know, I haven't played it in a while. I specifically liked the My Career mode. And with NBA 2K18, they added it's like the thing, like go around in the city, buy clothes and stuff. However, I had the Xbox 360 version, which lacked pretty much all the new features of NBA 2K18, other than roster changes and maybe a slight graphical update. Yeah, I was crushed, dude. Like, I got this from my grandmother for Christmas. I was like, and then I get home at like 11, and then I sneak on my Xbox, and then I realize, where's the thing? You know, like, where's the thing? I can go around to the city, buy clothes, play, like, pickup games and stuff. And that just wasn't there, so I run downstairs to grab my dad's phone to look it up, because I didn't have a phone. I think I went back upstairs and cried. I was really excited, and then I was really sad, but it's just one of those things. Minecraft Story Mode Season 2, specifically just the first chapter, because I didn't have Xbox Live and couldn't take advantage of the Season Pass thing. Chapter 1 of Minecraft Story Mode Season 2. D tier. Minecraft Story Mode is boring. It is a nothing video game. There's no game, okay? Dialogue option. But yeah, Minecraft Story Mode Season 2, not as good as Season 1. FIFA, specifically FIFA 17. It's actually cut off there. But yeah, FIFA. No one likes FIFA. You know those jokes where people are like, oh, copy paste from last year, just roster update. That's actually true. They might make the UI look a little worse by making it super sleek and not at all good looking or creative in the slightest. Arial font, you know, like it's very basic UI design, you know, like up here, this is like play, you know, like you have your main mode here. And then all the side modes are in like little things over here. And down here, there's just like this random soccer news thing that like tells you like random garbage about what's going on in soccer currently. Who cares? Yeah, like like in this is like Ultimate Team where they make all their money. Career mode, like that kind of thing, you know. It's just really boring. I don't know why I'm talking about UI so much. The gameplay is also bad too. Yeah, FIFA is actual trash. However, I would put it above VR chat. So, you know, I'll give it the liberty of being better than VR chat. Blazing Angels, another obscure game. It's like planes. You like fly the plane, you know, you go on missions. It's like this whole story mode, like the big events in World War II, you could play through them, but like what it was like being in the air flying.
And it's honestly pretty fun. It lets you get pretty creative. It's cool. Novelty game. But it's actually kind of fun game. If you're into weird stuff like this, check it out. Disney Infinity 3.0. This is one of those pump and dump games where they just, like, the figure thing, like, put on thing, it spawns in. Whoa. Actually, I need to show you guys this. Yeah, the drawer of Disney Infinity stuff. There should be a picture on screen, which I have way too much of. I think Disney Infinity isn't that good. One thing I remember very fondly is beating up my sister with that one kid from Star Wars Rebels with the blue hair. But this game is C tier for me. It's just not, okay? Like, it's not that good. Among Us. It hurt every time I say Among Us. Every time I say that word, I just, Among Us. Among Us. I don't like that. Like, that's how it feels. As just the game, memes aside, it goes right there. Okay, Among Us is like it's like a genuinely good game, but they've done a lot to make it better, and it's honestly not. I don't want to keep talking about Among Us, but it's Among Us. Okay, it was a good game. Cabela's Dangerous Hunts. This was on the PlayStation 2. And you go like different areas, you know, you could like choose your gun, deer feeder, so you could like put it out and then shoot the deers, they go to eat from it. That never worked, by the way. And something must have happened with like my copy of the game or something, because every time I would go to like scope in, it wouldn't work. I don't know what was up with that. After a little bit, it just stopped working. I think it might have been a save corruption thing.
Do not have a tag for that animal.
Yeah, this provided a good amount of fun back when I was really young. Super Mario Party. I played it at a friend's house for like 5 minutes, so I really only put it like here. Mario Party is better than Mario Party 10. Celeste. Celeste is a really fun platformer. I think if you like 2D platformers, this is one you have to check out. It's really challenging, but it's fair, okay? Right there. This game it's super fun, okay? It tells an interesting story, great message. I'm not gonna spoil anything. It also has a really big modding community as well, so if you're into that kind of thing, you know. It also visually is really good, and Lena Raine did a great job with all the music as well. The original Donkey Kong. Now, this game is so unfair. I get that was the whole point. I don't like the original Donkey Kong. D tier. The bottom of D tier. ESPN Sports Connection. D tier. There's another, actually, no, F tier. This game is really boring. Not fun. It's like Wii Sports. ESPN made it, but it was also bad. I don't really know how to explain it other than it wasn't good. Not good. Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Hello. I don't think the Five Nights at Freddy's games are scary. They never will be scary to me. But in terms of how fun they are, this is probably where the game peaked in terms of like fun. Actually, no. B tier. There you go. Super Smash Bros. For Nintendo 3DS. This is a game. But pre-Ultimate, honestly, this is a huge step up from the regular Smash 4, and the reason why I say that is mainly just because it's portable, and just for that alone, it gets pushed up into C tier, and a little bit above all of these games. Five Nights at Freddy's Pizzeria Simulator. This was the 6th one in the series. The gameplay is lame. It's boring. C tier. Bottom of C tier. Bloons Tower Defense 6. This is way better than Bloons Tower Defense Battles 2. It came before it as well. This game still gets frequent updates. In fact, I had a new tower just a few days ago. And this is a game I play somewhat actively. Like, I play it on my phone, play it on my computer sometimes. It's honestly a lot of fun. I highly recommend this one. If it's obviously for a certain person, but it's really fun. Dude, I'm just realizing how dry SS is. Like, there needs to be some stuff up here, right? There's gotta be, yeah, let me look, as if there's something else I'll put up there. There's a few. The original Five Nights at Freddy's, I couldn't find a better icon for this one. This is probably the scariest one, so I'd put it above that one because it does the job of a horror game much better. Poppy Playtime. I played the entirety of it on stream in one sitting. It's not very scary. It's kind of fun. I think story, which I know like basically nothing about. Just like playing it, it was whatever. Oh, what happened? I liked it way more than I thought I would. Apex Legends. This is probably my most played battle royale. I think I have like 1,000 hours on this one, and I don't know what the current state of the game is like, but honestly, as a game that I used to play really actively, I'd put it in B tier just because it was pretty revolutionary. It was really fun, and I liked it a lot. Brawlhalla. This is an easy bottom of C tier. This game is just bad Smash Bros. Play Smash Bros. Instead.
Mods.
Crab Game by Danny. I was kind of reluctant of putting this one on the list, but honestly, this is just good fun with friends. Like, if you want to have a fun time with your bros or whatever, yeah, play Crab Game. It's free. It's good. Halo Infinite. This was supposed to be the thing that brought Halo back. It really did a terrible job of that. I think this game is sad. This is a sad game. It goes B tier for me. There's really nothing that new. I think really the only thing that was new with this game was like a graphical overhaul and maybe like a few new maps, maybe like a new gun or two, but yeah, that's just disappointing, honestly. All right. Some of you may make fun of me for this one. Deltarune. I think Deltarune is my favorite games ever. I like funny games, okay? This game was really all of that, you know, it has it's a story that it has so far. The whole game isn't even out yet. We've seen like a third of this game. So, and for it to be an SS, that should really say a lot. But yeah, Deltarune is a great game. Highly recommend it. It's not that long. Like, you could beat what we currently have out in like 8 hours. Great characters, fun gameplay, very, very funny game too, you know. It has to be SS, it's funny. Crunker, this is like a movement first-person shooter game. It goes in C tier. Above all these, though. Yeah, that's a good spot. Splitgate. I'm sad that the servers got shut down for this one. This was a pretty fun, like, Halo-esque thing. Like, it was just Halo if it had portals. You know, it's pretty fun. I'd put it in B tier. I didn't like it that much when I played it, but it was fun. Aperture Desk Job. I can't really give this anything higher than a C tier, personally. I had to play it with my Xbox controller because I don't own a Steam Deck and probably won't ever. But yeah, it's definitely a C tier for me. It tells a story of you and a robot dude that you're friends with kill people with a toilet. It's really funny. Check it out, maybe, if you have an Xbox controller and a computer that can run it. Baldi's Basics Classic. D tier. In fact, I think it goes all the way down here in the dumps of D tier. Half-Life.
Put that down. It's a prototype.
Whoa! Oh no! Ah! Oh dear!
Are you sure you checked the eigen attenuators?
I like Half-Life. Big recommend for me. Multiverses. Multiverses goes right next to Brawlhalla because they're both interchangeable and they're both bad. Portal 2. Portal 2. I played this semi recently. Portal 1 walked so Portal 2 could run. And it did. It sprinted all the way to near the top of S tier because I like the game so much. In fact, I'm gonna put Super Mario Odyssey in SS. Yeah, I really liked Portal 2. The story is so much more interesting. Better characters. Mystique was a big part of Portal. But Portal 2 really builded on itself, and it made a visually more interesting. It made more gameplay elements that made it more fun. Tells a good story, but it's also pretty tightly packed. Like, I think I beat this one in 10 hours as opposed to the 3 for Portal 1. But yeah, Portal 2 is a great game and I highly recommend it. Super Mario Maker 2. It's Mario Maker. It has to go in the A tier. I liked this game quite a bit. It's Mario Maker. Like, you can't go wrong with a good Mario Maker session. You know, like, I liked making levels, although they weren't very good. I liked making levels. I liked playing levels. It's Super Mario Maker. Like, you can't go wrong with Super Mario Maker. The original Super Mario Bros. C tier, I guess. I don't know where to put this, honestly. I think it's pretty good. I mean, it's Super Mario Bros. You know, it's where the series began. You know, it was pretty big for its time, actually. And it doesn't really hold up that well today, other than like a few summoning salt videos.
Fight some Covenant and make their way down to the bottom, where the map room is located. Until Poop Slinger 34.
Punch Out. My dad is really good at this one. I think I watched him beat this game, like the entire game in like an hour. It was so funny. Like, gameplay isn't too in-depth, but it also got really creative. Like, compared to everything else on this list, I would give it a C. Actually, B tier. Low B, yeah. Tecmo Bowl. This is my, again with my dad, this is my dad's favorite game. So am I really about to put Tecmo Bowl above Apex? I put it here, okay? I put Tecmo Bowl in B tier. It is pretty meta heavy. Like, I mean, you just choose the Raiders and run the bowl and you win. It's still fun. It's still a fun game. And if you had some friends over, you could have quite a bit of fun just playing it. Undertale. I liked this game a lot when I first played it. This was like nerd 12-year-old Twitter Luke. That was the first time I played it. I could have lived without playing it. Undertale is it's a dang good, pretty good story, and it's also pretty fun. You'll have a great time playing this, okay? It's also really funny. So there you go. That means it moves up above Minecraft Legacy Edition. Splatoon 1. You know, for a game I'm putting so high up on the list, bordering on being one of my favorite games of all time, I could at least pretend to care a little bit more. Yeah, I don't think I'm done just yet. Okay, I'm not done talking about Undertale.
This game is pure genius. From the gameplay, the music, the story, the character. It's able to take you through so many moods so effectively, and there are so many songs that are iconic, and for its time, it was an absolutely revolutionary gameplay idea with this kind of bullet hell style. It's great. It's really multiple different endings, all of which are captivating in their own right and have characters their own world building is some of the best I've ever seen in a video game. These guys doesn't even begin to mention the amazing soundtrack.
So yeah, S tier. Splatoon 1. That's where Splatoon really started, and it is better than Splatoon 2. Okay, there's Splatoon 2. It goes above it, A tier. It's Splatoon, okay? I don't really need to say much else. Metroid Dread. I didn't play this one that much. I think it was my first ever Metroidvania, and I just didn't like it that much, I'll be honest. I got so lost. Like, I think I stayed in a loop for like 30 minutes trying to figure out where to go. I know most people like it, and you, the viewer, you would probably like it. I just didn't. Nintendo Land. I was actually making a video on this at one point, but then I decided that the video wasn't good, so I scrapped it. Plus, it was a huge mess behind the scenes as well. It has a bunch of fun mini games, you know. This one was also really fun with family and stuff. Used to have this friend in my neighborhood that I'd go over to, and we'd play Nintendo Land together. And it's honestly pretty fun, you know. Like, it's honestly, man. Without friends, though, don't play it without friends, okay? This is one of those games that you have to be playing with friends if you want to have a good time. I'd put it at the top of C tier. Madden 2022. It's Madden, it's lame, it's D tier. Okay. Mori. This was probably one of the main reasons I made this video, and this is probably the most recent one that I've played. This game tells an incredibly mature and dark story, but it is still, it's a really good story. The story is great. Characters, while still being shallow, they're still really good. It's not like peak creativity, but you know, the characters are still pretty good. The story, I think, it's pretty much as good as a video game story gets. You know, and like visually, the game also looks great. Like, I love the 2D art style. I think it looks really good. This game has one critical flaw that brings it down from SS for me, and that is the gameplay. This is probably one of the most boring video games you could ever play. In terms of gameplay, it is so repetitive and lame. The combat system, it's cool at first, but once you figure out that it's literally, not even figure out, the game tells you that it's just rock, paper, scissors, and once you really get this combat system down, this game gets really boring. I had to force myself to play this because I'd heard from so many people that the story was so good and you're gonna love the ending and all that stuff. This is still a great game, but it gets held back. I am gonna put it in S tier. Oh, also the music's really good too. Just another thing to throw on in there. But because as a game, it's so boring to play, it just gets held back that much for me. But then again, this is why it stays an S for me. This isn't a story that could have had the same impact that it has on people if it wasn't a video game. This wouldn't has worked as any other form of media, because I've heard from like friends and stuff who like watched me play it. They said, oh, it should have been like a show or a book or something. Maybe, but it also wouldn't have worked as well as it did without it being a video game. So I can really only recommend this to people that think they can stomach it, because it is also a horror game. That is something I forgot to mention. It's not just Five Nights at Freddy's. It is really, really good. Everything about it is like 8 out of 10 to 10 out of 10, except for the gameplay. That's where it falls off for me. In fact, no, it's not above Undertale, or Minecraft for that matter, but it's still better than all these games. I talked about that for so long. Whew, okay, finally, I was able to get that one off my chest, because I really wanted to get my full thoughts on that and have for a while. Okay, Five Nights at Freddy's Ultimate Custom Night. This game is hot garbage. It takes what? It takes like how chaotic Five Nights at Freddy's 2 was and just slams that crap to like the maximum. Watching people play this game at the highest level is like, you don't even know what's happening. It's so, like, unless you understand like each thing about the game and how it works and stuff, you will just be completely lost watching someone play this game. D tier. Madagascar Escape to Africa, the video game for the PlayStation 2. I think this game had one fun section that I remember. This game's pretty goofy as well, but it's not that good. C tier, honestly. I don't remember much from it other than it had a few interesting gameplay thingies.
Nasty.
Wow, dude, we're getting very close to done. Much faster than I thought we would. Jump rope challenge. Remember, I said every video game I've ever touched in my entire life. I meant every video game I've played in my entire life. Jump rope challenge, honestly, I think the characters and story are that's the best aspect of this game. And if you really look at it from a really analytical standpoint, this game has a like really well-written story. The gameplay, honestly, unparalleled. It's C tier, okay? This game, that says a lot, saying that it's better than bad. For what it is better than all those other games, okay? Big Brain Academy, Brain versus Brain. The reason, okay, I think I'd give this like an A tier, honestly. I think the reason I like this one so much is because I'm good at it. But, yeah, you do not want to 1v1 me in Big Brain Academy, Brain versus Brain, okay? Like, super expert, I'm owning you all day long. But, yeah, this is a fun game. And it's not like what you'd expect from like a quiz game. It's not just random knowledge. It's like actual like brain things that you would see on like maybe like an IQ test or something. And that's what I like about it. It's just fun brain teasers, you know, like rapid fire, you know, like if you complete it first, then the other, like you beat your friends and stuff. It's honestly really fun. So yeah, I can't really give it any higher than a B tier, but it's still fun for a little bit. It's also pretty cheap too, so maybe pick it up. I can't really say anything about this game without completely ruining it, other than really freaking good. Okay, and yeah, it's above Minecraft Legacy Edition for me. In fact, actually, I needed to do this a long time ago. Yeah, I need to move that way back. I think One Shot is really creative, really interesting. It has a really cool gimmick. I can't really say anything spoiling it, because this game is best experienced knowing absolutely nothing about it. I hope it's also really cheap. It's like $10, $15. I think I got it for like $5 or something. Absolutely pick this one up. It's also on Switch, but if you have a computer, play it on computer. Trust me, your computer will absolutely be able to run it. But this is probably one of the most interesting and fun, I don't know about fun. It's not like an Omori situation where there's so much fluff on it that that's what draws it down. This one, it's also a puzzle game as well, and the puzzles are really creative and fun. You'll love it, okay? If you like stories, you'll like this one a lot. And I wish I could say more, but I can't. Ice Age Dawn of the Dinosaurs. I played this one on the Wii. This game is a bunch of quests and combat arena thingies and bad and not good. D tier. I really wanted this one for my 7th birthday, actually. And I played it and beat it. Yeah, I did beat it. Like, I would watch gameplay of this on YouTube, like, a lot. I don't know what it was with that, but, like, I wanted the game so badly for my 7th birthday, and I did get it. Like, at the time, I loved it, but now, I don't like it. But for the novelty and sake of putting it up a bit more on the list, I think I'd put it in C tier. In fact, Cabela's Dangerous Hunts come down here. CSGO. This is probably the best tactical shooter.
Hello, I'm 48-year man from Somalia. Sorry for my bad England. I sold my wife for internet connection.
In terms of how fun it is, like gunplay wise, and I will put it at the bottom of A tier. CSGO is, it takes all the good aspects of tactical shooters. It's pretty bare bones, but that's what makes it good, you know? It lets you improve on the mechanics that make those games fun, and its emphasis on gunplay is that's another huge part of what makes it so much fun. So yeah, I would definitely put this in A tier, and if you were to master this game, I'm sure you could have a ton of fun with it. Minecraft, Java, and Bedrock, I don't know. Let's just say this is Java edition. Bedrock isn't on here. I know this is gonna sound really cringe and dumb, child, whatever, but Minecraft, this represents all of Minecraft for me, okay? Minecraft Legacy Edition is just that one chunk of it, but Minecraft in general, I have to say is not only the game that's had the most impact on me as a person, but a game that really set me off for video games. I loved it. I loved it as a kid. I still play Minecraft 10 years later. I love this game to death. I do think some of the stuff they've been doing recently is pretty sketch, like the whole Microsoft ruining it thing. But just in a vacuum, at its core, this game is some of the most fun you can have playing a game. So yeah, definitely, probably the easiest SS I could give any game.
Wait, what did you drink? No! 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 What?
Osu, this game is a game. I don't think it's that good, honestly. I mean, like, I know a lot of people like this one. I have to put it in D. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. I kind of want to put it higher, but it's Osu. Like, it's Osu. Actually, I need to give it the same treatment I gave Jump Rope Challenge, where it's just kind of like, it's a game. You know, like... Actually, no, Jump Rope Challenge, I'm sorry. I have to put it in D tier. No, I can't, though, I can't. Yeah, Osu is like, it's C tier, okay? It's mid. Pac-Man and the Ghostly Adventures. This one is really hard to explain without, like, visuals. The main story is bad, and the bosses are lame. Platforming was bad. The camera, I think I remember the camera not being that good. But what I do remember, I remember it wasn't that good, so it's gonna have to go in D tier for me. However, it is above Baldi's Basics Classic Remastered. The Amazing Spider-Man 2, the video game. See, this game is honestly really fun. It has some superfluous movement mechanics. It also tells a dang good story, and it's also unique to the game, too. Like, dude, they made a whole story just for this game, and it uses, like, all the big Spider-Man villains and stuff, but controlling Spider-Man in this game is a lot. I haven't played the newer Spider-Man game, but just thinking about this one makes me want to play the newer ones. The combat, it's just pressing Y and X. There is some room for creativity here, and swinging through New York, always fun. Always a treat. Roblox. Okay.
Then I go.
As a company, I think Roblox is absolutely terrible and abysmal, but as a game, it's also bad, so it goes here, honestly. Roblox is not good. Valorant. I hate, I'm embarrassed to say it, I play this game actively, just because it's just a fun thing to play when I'm not playing Melee. It's not that bad, okay? I feel like at its core, it has a few issues. Like, it's not like CS:GO. It's very similar. They're two very similar games, so I'm gonna kind of compare them a bit. CS:GO has great maps and great gunplay that's been optimized to an absolute T, because that's what they're focused on. With Valorant, they have a lot more to worry about with, like, you know, making sure the game is, like, kind of fun, and, like, agents and abilities and guns. Valorant, I think, just because I play it so much, I want to put it, like, C tier. Actually, I'll put it in B tier. Mario Party 2. I think Mario Party 2 represents the most fun night I've ever had in my entire life with friends. Like, I do not think I've ever laughed that hard. This was so funny. We were barely even focused on the game, but it generated, like, so many funny memories. Like, I barely remember anything from that night. Like, it was like 4 a.m. Like, I was so tired, but I was also having a blast at the same time. So my long-term memory was not really, you know, working. But just from that one experience alone, it has to go in, like, S tier for me. And it is a really good Mario Party game. It's the best one. It definitely would get that group together again and we'd play. Alright, Super Smash Bros. Brawl. This is probably the Smash game that I have the least experience with. I think I only have like 50 hours or so in this one. I played with a Wii Remote sideways, so you could imagine, you know, that was pretty fun. It's a good Smash game. It's A tier, honestly. Competitively, it's terrible. But like, as a Smash game, Sakurai being a genius as usual. Alright, Team Fortress 2. All the way, baby! This is I need to close my door so I can really hype this up. Team Fortress 2 is the single most amount of fun you can have playing a multiplayer game ever. This game is filled to the brim with just naturally funny things that happen. It's entertaining. The game is fun. Like, the gameplay is fun, and it's fun to get good at as well. Like, seriously, the game is good competitively and really fun and goofy casually. It's even goofy competitively. This game is just so masterfully made, and okay, I need to show you guys this. The YouTube okay, I can't really show you, but like, here, I'm gonna put some YouTubers on screen. The YouTube community for Team Fortress 2 is so insane. Those people are so talented, and seriously, the tagline, the most fun you can have online.
Spot so much run the here. Stop fighting over the teleporters.
Trust me, when you do get it and understand everything, 100% accurate. It's free on Steam. It's only like 23 gigabytes. Just please play. Like, it'll be hard to understand at first, okay? You'll have to play for like a little bit, okay, for a while before you really get it. But trust me, when you do get it and understand everything, this is the most fun you can have playing a multiplayer game. Narnia: The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe for PlayStation 2. I swear, every single time I get this game, that I'm just like, dude, it's the best thing I've ever touched in my entire life. We get stuff like this. No, this game is hard too. Like, I had to beat this. Like, me and my sister, we were playing together, playing multiplayer, and then we got to this one level that was just a huge difficulty spike. I had to unplug her controller and beat it single player because she was holding me back.
Good. That's one less loose end.
And it took me like an hour even then. It's Narnia, you know, it tells the story of Narnia, and if you like Narnia, then you might like the game. And A Dance of Fire and Ice, it goes right next to Osu. I think A Dance of Fire and Ice is more creative than Osu, but
It's a dance of fire and ice. Like, it's okay. Like, the base game, I've beaten it. Kind of boring, I'll be honest. I think I just don't like rhythm games. It's weird, because, like, I actively play these games that I claim to not like. Like, as a game, they're not that good, but, like, I kind of like them, you know? Bullets per minute. This is a roguelike, Doom-esque, rhythm game. This game's soundtrack is insane. It's honestly a really fun game. Like, this is a great game. Like, here's a clip of me playing. Like, this is a really sick game, and you will feel just a god playing through this one. I know a lot of people don't like this one as much. Okay, what am I putting this above here? Okay, I need to think about this for a second. I'd put it, like, right here. Do play it, okay? This game is really, really fun. Like, anything in A tier... Actually, hold on, I didn't... minus that one. Minus Jam Pack winner 2002. Cyberhook. I got this at the same time as BPM. I would say it is better than a lot of these games here. Cyberhook, this game is a lot of fun. It's a 3D platformer, first-person 3D platformer. You have this little grapple hook thing. And grapple hooks in first-person platformers, that's all I need to say. You've probably already opened it up on Steam and are currently downloading it. Simple, yet fleshed-out gameplay. You know, it's great. Fortnite. Peak Fortnite is probably the most fun I've had playing games with friends, but I made so many friends through Fortnite. I'd say peak Fortnite would be an SS for me, but as, like, compared to where it is now, yeah. WarioWare Inc. Mega Micro Games. I played this one on the Switch. This game is really darn fun. Check it out. It's honestly, it's really fun. It's just like, the music is good.
You can't keep getting away with it!
You know, the characters are always really goofy and fun. If you have some time on your hands, you know, and you're just, like, in the car on your Switch and you have the expansion pass, like a loser like me, actually, I'd have to give it an A tier. This game is good fun. The Henry Stickmin collection. I think Henry Stickmin is really clever. I love all the references. The game is also... There's not really gameplay, but it's like a choose-your-own-adventure kind of thing, and you can really get some mileage with this one, you know? You're not going to be disappointed playing the Henry Stickmin collection. This is still a fun game. Battlefront. Star Wars Battlefront. That is a very easy F tier for me. In fact, it goes right just below FIFA. This game is so predatory with its business practices. It is so sad and bad and not good and not fun. Don't play it. The original Ratchet & Clank. I couldn't beat this one back when I played it when I was like 10 because it was too hard. In fact, I think I begged my mom for this game for like a year before she finally caved and got it for me. The day it got here in the mail, like, I ran out. Mom, can I go play? Can I play it? Like, she was like about to cry because she saw how happy I was. She was like, yes, you can. You go play that game. A tier. One of the best PlayStation games of all time. Super funny characters, interesting story, good dynamic between Ratchet and Clank. It's not super sappy like it used to be. The two hate each other and they become friends. It's so good. It's so well made. Why couldn't they have kept it like that? But no, Ratchet and Clank has to be for 2-year-olds now. And also, all the guns are really cool and it's really fun as well. Splatoon 3. This is the best one in the Splatoon series. I do have to give it... I was reluctant to, but I think I do have to give it an S tier. Just because this game is... It's Splatoon, but... takes all the good aspects and makes it right, you know? The maps are terrible. Don't get me wrong. I think the maps in Splatoon 3 are bad. Like, they are very poorly made. The guns are good, you know? They added a few more. Also, visual update looks really good. The game looks really good. A lot of the clothes look really nice. Quite the fashionista myself. I mean, look at the drip I've got going on. I need to be careful with my words here. I think Splatoon music is kind of good. I'm sure you've seen the meme. Hold on. Yeah, that's Splatoon music for you. And also the story mode is honestly really nice. I like what they did with it. They made it much better than it was. Super Mario World. This is when 2D Mario peaked, and people believe that to this day. Super Mario World is a lot of fun. I really like all the mechanics. I think Yoshi is introduced really cool. The cape is really fun too. I love the cape. There's a lot of stuff that I wish was in Mario Maker, but never got added. But yeah, I think Super Mario World. Wait, actually, yeah, we'll do this. I think I don't really count Super Mario Maker 2, even though it is a 2D Mario game, but like a standalone, like just the base game. I think Super Mario World is the best 2D Mario game. Super Mario Maker 2 is just a combination of everything put into a nice little ball. UFC Undisputed 2010.
I don't remember that much with this game. It had like a My Career mode, like a lot of other games. This game's mechanically pretty deep, like a lot of 2D fighting games. Why is it an S tier? No, don't get the wrong idea. It's like C tier at best. This was, I like the My Career mode, you know, I made a really goofy looking dude. I put like all the stat points into strength, but like, you know, if you're hitting them hard, you don't need speed or durability, right? Like, I mean, it came close to winning like the championship or whatever, like 5 different times, and then got knocked back down and then never could win because I put all my points into freaking strength. Okay, final 3 here. The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. This is a baller frickin' game. You cannot go wrong with The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. I think this is a very easy S tier for me. These are really fun, and I love like the switching back and forth between like the times and stuff. Had to wet my whistle real quick. The Redeads, whatever they're called. Yeah, that was scary when I was like 11. It's still a really good game, and I do highly recommend it. Shrek 2, the video game for the PlayStation 2. I don't remember much from this one, other than it was just your really basic movie game. Like, you just kind of go through the movie, sort of. And honestly, it was boring. Cool, these both go in D tier. I know, I love Shrek. I think Shrek is great. Shrek 2, the game, is in D tier for me. Alright, the final game. Need for Speed Rivals. I think Need for Speed Rivals is the best Need for Speed game I've played, and also the best driving game I've played, because it isn't just driving or racing randomly. And this one, you could choose to be like the cops or like the racers, you know, and it's like this road group of people that drive really fast. And like you have to like run from the cops and stuff, you know, like crash them and things. The driving's really good in this game, and the cars are also pretty cool. There's a lot of customization. And then like the police cars, that was lame, okay? Like the cops were really boring to play. I feel like SS is kind of empty though. Okay. This hurts. Oh, I look like such a nerd. Wait. Okay, no, I can't do this. This is where SS ends, okay? It cuts off here. Hi. To start things off, thank you so much for watching. I poured my heart and soul into this video for like the past 6 or 7 months. This started as a joke. You know, I was like, oh, what if I made a tier list of every game that I've played and made it into a video? 6 or 7 months later, here we are. Finished product. Really, really hope you enjoyed it. As for what I want to do with the future of this channel, I'm mainly going to be focusing on things like video essays, game analysis, that sort of stuff. And I think it's something that I will really enjoy making. It'll be a great challenge for myself as well. And since I want to make these upcoming videos as good as possible, I set up a Buy Me a Coffee account, which is basically just like Patreon, $5 a month, you know, all the perks and where your money is going is listed on there. All proceeds go directly back into my channel and my projects. I'm trying to keep this as concise as possible here. Yeah, that's my plans for the future. And one idea I had for all these upcoming essay videos, analysis videos, is I'm gonna do a trailer for each one. Be looking out for the trailer for my next video, which will come out probably in a few days after this video is released. And I guess in closing, thank you very, very, very much for watching. It's taken a ton of effort, a ton of work, a ton of late nights. So, the bottom of my heart, you really watched this entire thing in its entirety, start to finish. I cannot thank you. Like I said previously, if you're interested, you can go support my future projects, makecoffee.com. That'll be in the pinned comment. I'm not gonna abandon you guys again. See you guys soon. As always, have a great day.